The year 1471 was a strange one. All signs on heaven and earth heralded the coming of horrible terror. The mist had begun to swallow all lands in the east. There were no survivors, only rumors. It's been 21 long years since the mist came. The surviving human settlements are few and far between. Among the survivors, you can now find adventurous, ruthless, and bold individuals ready to tackle any foe. The Hunters. Welcome to Hunters 1492 Preview.
Hello Wanderers! My name is Adam aka Weekly Game Night, and this is the preview of Hunters 1492, a cooperative story-driven adventure game for 1 to 4 players that launches on Gamefound on May the 2nd. You can find the link to the campaign in the description of this video. Hurry up! All the campaign followers will receive a special gift, a large map showing the entire world. This video is sponsored by Officina Monstrorum, the game publisher known for creating Hunters 2114, an adventure game set in the post-apocalyptic future. But with 1492, we are taken to the post-apocalyptic past, 15th century Central Europe, with some fantasy spice to it. Check this out.
The year is 1492. It's a time of rebirth, the time of hunters. And you are part of Hunter's team, daredevils willing to sell its services, lead caravans through the terrains covered by mist, and hunt the creatures hiding in it. In this campaign game, you will travel around the world comprised of map tiles, visit cities, take jobs, complete quests, and finally deal with the enemies on the fields of battle. For now, all you have to know is that Duke Early von Labery summoned you to slay a beast that terrorizes the city of Pentsburg's surroundings.
It's fair to say that in this game, time is running fast. You will have only 60 days to finish the entire campaign and discover the main plot. With every passing day and completed quest, your character will grow stronger by leveling up the statistics, upgrading the deck of action cards, unlocking spaces for equipment, and above all, buying or crafting new weapons, armor and gear. Armed to teeth, you are ready to fight whatever hides in the mist. And now, it's time to show you how the game works. We're gonna start off with the character breakdown, next the exploration of the world, and finally I will show you how you resolve quests in this game. Before we continue though, I would love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this. Also, hitting the thumbs up button will help to fight the mist. Should you have any questions about the game, make sure to ask them in the comments below. Alrighty then, and now let's see the hunters. There are several different characters you can choose from while playing Hunters 1492. Landsknecht Wilhelm Schwarz, Sorcerer Milena von Kleve, Huntress Elena Wolf, or Medic Friedrich Baumann. Each one has a different class, starting stats, equipment and a deck of action cards. Each hero comes with his own miniature and double-layered hero dashboard to keep track of health, morale, stats and equipment. Statistics are of 5 types: strength, knowledge, perception, agility and vitality. These stats are used when fighting with different weapon types and in tests, both while resolving quests and playing on the world map. You will be able to level up your statistics by spending experience points gained for completing various quests, jobs and playing events. It's up to you to decide which one to choose, but it would be wise to pick the ones that are the most useful for your character's class, as the key to this game is to have a diverse team with characters strong in their own classes. But what would a hero do without mighty weapons? The game offers a plethora of equipment ranging from big melee weapons, range weapons, magic equipment, armors of different types, potions and weapon aids to medicines and charms. Overall, a whopping 150 gear tokens in the core edition, plenty to choose from, but might be more with the stretch goals. You will store the entire equipment in your inventory, which can be expanded by unlocking new spaces. Simply pay the shown experience cost price and voila, you can carry more, but this game features a nifty inventory management system. You can only keep items if their notch fits the equipment next to them. Finally, we get to what gets the hero going, the action cards. Each hero has its own deck of action cards. Each card is divided into two parts. The upper one shows an action a hero can perform on his turn. The bottom one, on the other hand, shows a reaction you can play while you, your enemy or your ally is performing the action. You start the campaign with 20 starting cards, but as the game goes, you can choose and buy a new, more powerful cards from your deck of available action cards. Overall, the core edition will come with at least 180 action cards for the heroes. With different stats, equipment and action cards, it's up to the players to decide how to build their characters. So now that you know how to manage your hero, it's time to explore the world. The game is divided into two parts, the world exploration and quest played on separate battle maps. In Hunters 1492, players will explore the world map by moving to different map tiles and playing the road event, which level depends on the map tile. Each map tile movement takes 1 day, and please remember that you have only 60 days to complete the campaign. As you roam the world, you're gonna meet different characters, play city or road events, discover side quest missions, and often you will find yourself in situations that require you to make a difficult choice. With every conversation, quest, city or road event, you will get to know more about the surrounding world and the main plot. And there is a book of tales divided into paragraphs that you will use a lot, as this game is heavily focused on the story. Here is an example.
Herr Wolf's brewery looks impressive. A bunch of workers is busy rolling barrels and loading wagons, completely filling the courtyard. You're surrounded by noise, unable to gather your thoughts. You look helpless around. Fortunately, a huge, fat man with large, shiny rings on his fingers approaches you.
Welcome! Welcome to my humble home! We have already sent all our men with the transports heading away from the town, and our production is increasing day by day. You might say that we sell more than we can produce. Every good man from the Vistula River to the Danube wants to drink the best ale. That means our ale, of course. Don't you think? Have you ever drunk anything better?
A. Everyone knows that your ale is the dream of every drunkard around. B. Local ale is delicious, but when we visited Ulm, we drank ale, which had a heavenly taste. C. Ale is ale. We could guard even barrels with cow's piss if we got paid for it. We're not here to discuss what crap you put into your mouth.
Occasionally, players will have the opportunity to visit the cities and villages. These are the civilization hubs of what is actually left of the civilization in this grim world. Cities are comprised of different locations that you can visit to buy and sell gear and goods. You can also find simple works to earn yourself some cash and play city events, but what's most important is that there are plenty of quests available in the cities and you can find people to talk to, and this is how you move the narrative forward. Some jobs and side quests might be played while you stay in the city, but some will require you to roam the world, and you do that by moving your team and the wagon on the map. Right, the wagon. Unlike in Hunters 2114, you don't need to get back to your base, as your base is wandering with you. The wagon serves as a warehouse for all unused gear, but if you upgrade it, you can craft different weapons and gear. Just check that chart, plenty to choose from. Unlike buying the equipment in cities, to craft it you're gonna need resources that are divided into 9 types, and a proper level of a specific wagon upgrade. And this is where this game shines. With some parts of the map discovered and visited cities, this game creates a sandbox environment offering players a massive dose of possibilities. Work, go on a quest or collect the rewards. Just remember, only 60 days to finish the campaign. Definitely not enough to discover all that this game has to offer. And now, sharpen your swords, we are going on a quest. Quests are battle events played on separate maps. The game will come with a book of these giant A3 maps, each one divided into square fields. There are different types of terrain that provide different bonuses, like the increased range on vantage points, cover, or the possibility of hiding your character, to name a few. But to start the quest, first you're gonna read the introduction, special rules, setup, and of course your objective. You're gonna find all of this information in the book of quests. Overall, 37 quests await the mighty hunters, and here's an example of what the narrative might be like.
A moment later, you start to make out familiar shapes in the mist: the wagon, the driver, the horse. But a little further away, in a place your eyes can hardly see because of the milky haze, you notice the mist thickening for a moment. Then it takes form of a huge hand with razor-sharp claws. The hand reaches greedily for the wagon and knocks it to the side with one powerful swing. Neighing of the toppled horse mixes with the driver's scream. The man, frozen in fear by the sight, had no chance to react. The hand is soon followed by a pair of black, demonic eyes focused on new victims. You.
While playing the quests, you will encounter NPCs and enemies, so let's take a look at the beast to slay. What you see here is just a fraction of the monsters that you're gonna fight in the final version of the game. Monsters are divided into 4 types, which is important as you may have gear or action cards working against specific monster types. Each monster card describes the monster AI based on the distance from the closest target. It also features specific skills, statistics and attacks. And of course, on the field of battle, each monster will be represented by a miniature, or miniatures, big and small, as the core game will come with at least 36 tweaked miniatures. Okay, let's get to work. The battle is divided into rounds and there is a different time limit for each quest. The order of activation is based on the perception statistics of both enemies and hunters. The higher the perception, the faster you will act. On any given turn, hunters draw action cards up to 5 cards limit and may perform 2 actions, either by playing an action card or by performing one of the basic actions, like move 1, melee attack 1, ranged attack 1, or interaction. Depending on the card, you may attack, heal, boost your ally, or weaken the enemies. And here is an example of player turn. First, I'm gonna use a displacement card to move 2 spaces, as you have to be in range in order to attack. Next, I will attack Megaloptera by playing Sting card that basically says Magic Attack 3. But do you remember about the upper and bottom parts of the card? Well, now is the time. To make our attack more powerful, any hunter may play a card for the bottom reaction part. And here, I'm using Mare to add 2 dice to my attack. So here's how combat works. I used Magic Attack 3 card, which means I need a result 3 or lower to hit. The number of dice depends on the weapon you're gonna use. In this example, I'm using staff to generate 1 dice, and unfortunately there is no modifier to lower the attack threshold. Overall, I will roll 3 dice. I rolled 2 hits and I'm adding my knowledge statistic as I'm attacking with staff. Overall, 4 hits so far. Now I'm gonna deduct the monster defense against magic attack, which is 1, so the final result is 3 hits. Megaloptera health is 8, so it's not going down just yet. And that's it, Hunter turn is over, and it's time for the next activation. Enemies activate by using their AI rules. Whenever they attack, they pretty much attack the same way the hunters do. And so the quest continues, with hunters and enemies acting alternately until you run out of time or complete the quest objective. Upon the end, you read the quest outcome and get back to the world map. There are 2 things worth mentioning though. Whatever the result of the quest is, you always push the narrative forward, but of course when losing you're gonna receive a smaller bonus. And quests are designed to last about 30 minutes. Okay, so this is how the game works. A sandbox at your disposal, but with rich story and a time limit of 60 days. So you better hurry up, there is a campaign to win. As I said previously in this video, Hunters 1492 is coming to Gamefound. But what you can expect in the campaign? More of Hunters, of course. If the campaign goes well, there will be definitely some stretch goals to unlock to fill in this huge box. So more quests, equipment, stories, miniatures, heroes and more beasts to slay. Make sure to check out this title on Gamefound, and if you like what you see, support the project. Thanks for watching and bye bye!